Hello, everyone. Thank you for showing up tonight. I've brought out two very special friends to have a little chat tonight. We're going to talk about reselling, talk about their YouTube channel, and get to know Max Profit a little bit better.
Hi, everybody. Max
Hi,
Profit.
Alex.
So, for the people that may not know who you guys are, because I enjoy watching your channel very much. So, why don't you give some type of chat about who you guys are and a little bit about yourselves.
Yes, so thank you for introducing us. I'm Max, again, Alex. We are married couple. We live in Chicago, and we are full-time resellers. We are reselling mostly, right now, mostly it's shoes, a lot of shoes. I would say around 85% it's shoes, then some electronic and clothing as well. But when we started reselling, we used to do everything, like from vintage, from, I mean, everything, what you can imagine, everything legal. That was like 3 years ago. And since then, we grow and we start reselling something what we really enjoy. Because can you make money with electronic? Yes. But are you really enjoying, to mess up with electronic? A lot of times it's not working. A lot of times you got return, and if it's return, it's broken usually. So sometimes, few times happened to us that somebody purchased electronic from us, and they sent same model but broken, and you can tell that that wasn't our electronic. So, and eBay is not gonna stand behind you. So I said, freaking, I don't want to deal with that, and then we start do shoes when like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. But we were selling shoes as well before, but not as much as now because we just really enjoy. Are we selling electronic? Yes, because I know how to, what kind of electronic to purchase and make some money. And clothing definitely, because Alex, she loved clothing as a woman. So why not? And when we start, that was like 3 years ago. We started with $2,000 cash money on the side. And when we start, I have to tell you how we started, actually, go into the reselling. So first item I sold on eBay was in 2006. So in 2006, I sold first Nike shoes and then another 80 more. But after that, I go into the construction. And because construction was better that time for a few years until everything collapsed. So I start do construction, make better money, and I completely forgot about eBay completely. And like 3 years ago, Alex, she couldn't handle job anymore. She didn't like it. And I said, you know what we can do something, something what you would enjoy. And I said, oh, I used to have eBay. And then I check, yeah, I used to have eBay. So I look at the account, it was there. I said, wow, magic. And then we look, on a YouTube how to sell. And we came across your channel. So Alex, she really enjoy all of your videos because she learned so much. So before I quit, we were watching every single day videos from your channel, from another resellers, making notes, what to buy, how to buy, from where to buy, pictures, and all this what you need to know. And we start buying clothing here and there and just post them. But we used to go to work. So she go to work, I go to work. So after work, she posts the items, something probably what a lot of your people are doing right now if they're doing part-time after work. And then Saturday, Sunday, of course. The problem is, sorry, it's a beer, I think. You just have a beer. So the problem was that a lot of good stuff, when you come from work, when you come home from work, you go to Goodwill, a lot of good stuff is gone. Because I didn't know that time, but she got enough, and I told her to quit the job. And she was like, okay. So she quit the job, and then she was able to go morning to Goodwill. And then when she found those good items, that was in October. So, but I still go to work. I was project manager for construction. We used to build liquor store, family business but not mine, but somebody else. And we built those liquor store, and I was project manager. So I go between the Goodwills. And then in January, because there was so much work, they dropped like bomb. You know how you go to work and you every single day you're pissed. You're like, I want to quit my job. Or imagine you just woke up morning and you're like, really? I don't want to go to work. I don't want to meet that idiot, my boss or my supervisor. And because those people, they know everything about everything. They're so smart. And a lot of times they're making more mistakes, and companies losing money because of them, because you can tell them whatever you want. They're just never going to listen to you because you are nobody to them. So that's what happened to me. So I was truck driver for that. So I was project manager, truck driver, forklift driver. Then
everything.
I mean everything.
He didn't. Anything.
Sometimes almost cleaning lady. And that company has 700 people. 700. So they have a 40 liquor store, huge, like Walmart, and 700 people. So I was like, oh, why they do not hire somebody? Why would they do something like that if they have idiot like me, right? Who can do everything. So one day in January, I came to work and they said, you got to load the truck. There's a truck over there. You got to load it and then take some files somewhere. And you got one help. I said, one helper? This is a lot. How I'm going to be able to do that? And I need help. They said, no, you can do it. Okay, so I started loading, and running with those files. And that was huge truck, semi. So I was loading everything. And then I supposed to drive, right, as a driver. So I was loading files by file, so two-wheeler. And each time when I go with two-wheeler, I was like, freaking, I hate this job. I hate this job. So from 8 o'clock morning to 10 o'clock, I was in my head, I hate this job. I have to quit. I just have to quit, and around 9:45, I told the helper, I told him, I'm going to quit today. He said, no, you're not going to. Yeah, I'm going to quit. And he said, no. You want to see something? I said, yeah. So I go to office to my supervisor, manager, actually. I go to him and I said, you know what? I'm done today. I'm quitting. And because those tough company, they're $1 million company, and they said, okay, so I give us 2 weeks notice. This is like notice, 2 weeks. I said, no, I'm done today. Here is the key from my truck. I'm done. So you're not gonna take that with some trailer over there? No, I'm done. I'm leaving. Done. Finito la comedia. Done. And I quit. I came home and I said, Alex, I just quit the job. And she was like,
oh my god.
no, you said okay. Yeah. She said,
oh my god.
She said, oh my god, and then okay. And now you got mortgage, you got loan, of course loan. You have to pay taxes. 2 cars, 1 I still have a loan, and all this, and you quitting the job, and you're, oh my god, insurance, all this, but there is never ever gonna be right time to have a kids, right time to quit the job, or right time for anything, or start a business. Never ever. You just got to do it. But same time, you just have to prepare yourself for war, because reselling is not what you see a lot on YouTube channels, a lot of videos. This is so nice. We just bought this for $3 and selling for $300 or $400. It's not like that. Reality is different. This is a real war. And if you're going to real war, you got to prepare yourself for real war. It's a real fight. It's about surviving every single day from beginning to end. And you're not going to work. Okay, I'm stopping. Alex, she just hit me. Okay, so this is just short introduce ourselves, Mags and Alex.
Oh, that's funny. I mean, you basically did the same thing I did. When I worked in the restaurant, I quit like a month before. Like literally just threw my apron at my boss and left. Like walked out the door in the middle of the shift. I was done with him. And then he talked me into coming back. I was going on a vacation for 5 weeks to the Dominican Republic.
Mm-hmm.
And we had somebody quit like 2 weeks before. And like a week before, he goes, you can't go for that time. I need you to stay. And I'm like, everything's paid for. Like, dude, I'm going. And he pressed it. And I just never showed up. I was just, no, I'm done. I'm finished. Like, it's not gonna happen. And I didn't think, like, I thought I had somewhere like 15 or $20,000 in the bank. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. You turn your eBay store off for 5 weeks, no money coming in. You're not getting any money from a job. And my wife decided, well, if you're gonna quit and go full time, so am I. Not really the best decision. Not when you go spend a bunch of money being away, then come back and you're like, okay, everything's due now, got some stuff to get taken care of. So, there's never a right time. It always kind of works itself out.
Yeah, because this is like, if I'm gonna throw you in a deep water, you got only two options. Either you're gonna start swimming, even if you don't know how to swim, you're gonna start swimming. Trust me, you're gonna start swimming, because that's what my father did to me, and I start swimming. Or you're just gonna drown and you're gonna go on the bottom. So you do not have another options, and people are really comfortable whatever they're doing. They think that if they have a job, they have a security. This is a secure job. Look at now. Never, ever. If you're gonna work for somebody, or even for yourself, you never can be secure that, I'm gonna be like that forever and I'm fine. No, it's never ever. So
Yeah. I mean, I know for myself, I have more freedom and more money working for myself than I did working for, when I was employed.
oh, I got much less money. Look, I used to make good money, but here is the problem. I used to wake up every single morning. I mean, every single morning. There was a morning like when I woke up, oh wow, I'm happy. No, every single morning when I woke up, I was like, freaking, now I gotta go there. And then
it was so negative.
Yeah, I was so negative. I hate it. Of course, I got my own job, my own company that was construction company in a big, 2006 somewhere. I got my construction company. That was something what I know how to do. I did remodeling, completely remodel my house from top to bottom, hardwood floor, electric, drywall, finish, new kitchen, tiles. I did everything by myself. I got tools for that, everything. But the problem with that is I do not enjoy construction. I know how to do properly and right way to do it. I just do not enjoy. Reselling, I love it. I love flip stuff. Buy for $5, sell for $50. Stuff like flipping. Do I making less money? Yes. But if I'm gonna die tomorrow, I'm gonna die as a happy man, because I really enjoying, reselling. I'm not saying to people now, quit your job, be happy, and don't worry, everything's gonna be taken care. No, it's not like that. You're gonna go through miserable time. You're gonna cry. You're gonna be like, really? And you're gonna have to start using your brain twice or three times harder than now when you just work for somebody. When you just go to work and he's still gonna tell you, okay, take the broom and sweep the floor. I'm a counter. Doesn't matter. Sweep the floor. Okay. You see, so that's the difference. I'm not telling people to quit the job. If you are okay with your job, you can make nice part-time money. $1,000 is pretty easy to do monthly. Even with these shoes, you can make even more. With these shoes, electronic, everything. So yeah, go ahead. I'm just going too long. Shoot.
I mean, a lot of people kind of make reselling out to be this like get quick rich thing. You see things, you see people with fancy cars or this or that, and it gives this impression that you go to one thrift store, you buy some stuff, you put it online, it sells instantly, but it truly doesn't. Some things can sit. I mean, I've had things sit in my eBay store for like 2 years, 3 years, and I'm like, ooh, that was a bad item. Sometimes it's a good item, but just nobody wants to buy it. I'm like, come on.
Sometimes here is the problem. You post item and after 15 seconds sold. And now you have to start thinking, did I put the right price? Because maybe you sold just too cheap, because that's why your shorts, Miss Me Shorts, one famous YouTuber, He sold Miss Me shorts for $20. Very
Oh,
good
nice.
YouTuber. Or no, $20. He saw huge channel. I mean, huge channel. And we just talked about them previously. So he posted Miss Me jeans for $20 or 25. I'm not sure. I think $20.
20.
And they sold automatically. And said, wow, so good sale. You don't think so? You put them too cheap, maybe? You know, so again, you just have to, because if you're finding those Miss Me jeans every single day in your Goodwill like crazy, 5 a day, okay, put them for $10. If you're buying them for 3, you're gonna sell them like crazy. Why not? But if you're new in a reselling, and you need to watch who you're watching, right? Because otherwise you can be in big trouble. So write a pricing, but that write a pricing is gonna come, with experience. Like everything in a life, you're gonna start selling more, and you're gonna learn. Oh, shit! Now I know that I should ask a little bit more money for dojo jeans, not $20 or $25. So people they're gonna learn, how to price properly. Or another way, like buy Tommy Hilfiger shirt and try and ask for $30, and it's gonna take forever. Or Tony Bahama, or stuff like that.
I mean, it just depends on what you're selling. Some people, there's so many people that do buy certain brands, and it's what they find and it's what they sell. Like, I'm not gonna really ever really ever try to, because everybody's business plans are different and their business models are different, so I don't really try to worry about that. I don't worry ever if I sell something. Something sells really quick. I've put things up before that I meant to put for like $50, like $49.99. I put them on for like $4.99. So, and then I'm like, oh, why did that sell so fast? I see the price and I'm like, oh shit. I just sell it. Like, I lost money on it, but it's like, who cares? Like, at the end of the day, it's something so cheap. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, you'll see people posting groups like, oh, should I cancel the sale and put it back? It's like,
No. I'm not saying. I'm not saying to be like, oh, I got the gold in my hand. I'm happy for every item I'm selling, for every item, and of course we do have in our store we have a best offer. So sometimes we have a $70 or $100 shoes, and we sell them for $65. Do they go for $80? Yes, they go for $80. But that day we do not have enough sales, and we need money. We have to pay for everything. So you know what? Sell them. So that's what it is. I'm not saying every single dollar count in the reselling, and I'm not saying not to buy Tommy Bahama or Hilfiger, not at all, because I don't know where you live. So everybody is different story. We live in Chicago. We have much more stores around us. But again, because a lot of people, they complain, oh, I live nowhere. There is nothing here. You know what? Guess what? Move somewhere where you're going to find something. Move to Chicago. Come live here to Chicago. I moved from New York after 5 years to Chicago without knowing one guy. I didn't know nobody in Chicago. Nobody. But I heard that this big Polish Russian community here. And that time I didn't speak English at all. So I said, you know what? That's going to be good. So I moved here. I bought the news and I start finding new apartment, work, job, and everything. So just don't be scared. Jump into the water, and you're gonna start swimming for sure. So if you do not have stores around you, move out. Move somewhere where you're gonna find it. Come live to Chicago. I'm gonna show you all the stores here, what we have here, and no problem at all.
Now, when it comes to reselling, what is like your favorite item or brand that you really enjoy selling? I mean, I'm assuming it's
Shoes.
what it is, but
In shoes,
just in general.
So I think in shoes is Dansko. It's so quick sale.
Yeah,
Rotis.
Dansko shoes, Rotis shoes, because it's just quick sale. And Rotis, you always can expect around $100, $80. Dansko, $40, but quick sale, very quick sale. Brooks. Oh, and something what people gonna find all the time, Brooks shoes.
Those are my favorite shoes.
Huh?
Brooks are my favorite shoes right now. As I got older,
You mean wearing them, or
Yeah.
selling them? Oh, yeah.
I just bought 2 pairs of the Brooks Beast 20.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
you.
But the used one or the new one?
The Jordans just don't fit as well as they did when I was 25.
Yeah. But the new one, or did you purchase used?
No, new.
New. See, a lot of people. I was same. I was like, I will never buy used shoes for myself. I'm crazy. No. But then when I start go through shoes, it's all about condition. You know, they cannot smell, they cannot have hairs inside and stuff like that. And then it's just the shoe. Make sure it's a clean from inside, and then I'm fine with that. Uh, so now I'm fine with that. But before, and Alex, shoot, forget about use clothing for Alex in the beginning. She said, I'm gonna sell, but I'm not gonna wear. I said,
Never,
you kidding?
never.
I want to sell
I
something
hate
I'm not
this.
wearing. But she just cleaned her closet, 2 or 3 full garbage bags of clothing. Lot. She started collecting.
Oh my.
Oh, I love this. I love that. And so we go through that, through whole closet. She did
Oh.
yesterday actually, and 3 full bags. So
Four full
4.
bags.
Yeah.
I
So,
throw away.
I mean, that's like this time of right now, what's going on? It's a good time to source your own closet, source your own look
Mhm.
around the house and see what's not selling or what you haven't used in 6 months and be like,
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
I can get that on eBay.
Yes, and now because there is so much time, if you're gonna go through your house, you're gonna find stuff like, really, do I have this thing in my since when? No, and this is pretty good inventory. But again, if you people to start now, it's a good time for starting. Actually, not bad because you can learn. A lot of people they are home. So again, like I said in the beginning, how we start reselling. Reselling is about knowledge. If you're gonna know more, you're gonna make smart purchases and you're gonna be able to go quicker up. Again, we go from $2,000 to $120,000 sale on eBay, but we were buying, cheap stuff, 70 cents clothing and stuff like that. Very, very cheap. Like a lot of people, on my channel, they complain that I'm so cheap when I go to garage sale, and they said, "Oh, you pay him only $5. He wants $25. This is worth the minimum $100." I don't care. I didn't push him. I didn't tell this older guy to you must sell to me. Not at all. I offered him $5. And that guy, he said, "No, I'm not gonna give you." I said, "Okay, I'm leaving." He said, what about 10? I said, no, I got only $5. He said, okay. So I bought it. And then those comments that I'm cheap and this. Reselling is about buy as cheap as possible so you can negotiate the price with the buyers. You can drop the price. You can do a lot of things with the item. But if you're gonna buy expensive, then it's a problem. You cannot play with that item anymore. So cheap is better.
It definitely, I mean, you guys got into it and everything. What made you get into shoes and kind of switch your focus onto shoes?
Oh, that's pretty good. In the summer, last year in the summer, end of the summer, something like that, sale was slow. I couldn't find, because as you know, there is not too much electronic up there in a Goodwill. Nothing. There is a lot of electronic, but if you want to have profit, for example, what we go after, $40, $30 profit, I mean profit after everything, then it's just not enough inventory in Goodwill. And clothing, it was okay. So one day I just go home, Alex, she was home, and I was just asking myself, what can I buy to make a money and something what people need and something, what I enjoy. And I go through that, and when I was back in Europe and I was only 20 years old or 19, something like that, my grandfather, he was 80 years old, and he told me, you must have good shoes, because if you're not gonna have good shoes, you're gonna be like me. I cannot walk for last 10 years because I didn't have money to buy good shoes. And he was working in a forest. So somehow that came through my head. I don't know how. Maybe Angel, I don't know. Came through my head. I said, let's try out. So I start, because we go to good all the time, right? But then I start pay more attention to, what was in Goodwill, what kind of shoes. And we go through that. We start learning. We start watching videos on YouTube. We did some research, of course, as well. And we start adjusting our business completely different way, which was super hard because probably we already have some followers in our store. And now we going completely different way from clothing to shoes. So that was, and electronic and everything. So we completely start switching everything, which was pretty tough because you just don't know nothing about shoes. But if you're not gonna push yourself to, let's say, shoes, it's gonna be harder to find those shoes because you must have a really good eye to spot those Rotis shoes on the bottom shelf in Goodwill because they look like nothing. They're like nothing. So that's what we start doing, and after a while, we start, that makes sense. We can make pretty good money. Again, it's a location. It depends where you live. It depends how you enjoy shoes because you must love that. But again, like those Brooks shoes, you like them. You would spot them no matter what, and they are good seller. They are really good seller. And another pretty big YouTuber, they selling shoes, and they said, do not buy shoes without, or actually they don't buy shoes without insole. And my advice is, don't worry. Buy shoes without insole. Don't worry, but make sure they're in good condition because you're gonna sell them no matter what, and probably same money as a with insole. So because I never ever have problem with that. So I don't know why they're saying don't buy without insole because I never have problem with that. Never. I'm selling all the time without insole.
Well, I know a lot of those shoes, like Brooks and things like that. Like I get my own insoles for them, so
Yeah,
I know some people do that. So,
mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you watch your whole videos, you guys get some really good shoes. I mean,
and then another thing, what I really enjoy your videos. In our videos, what we're saying that if we buy something, we telling how much is cost. I'm not what is the sold listing, and if we sell something, sometimes I forgot, but I'm trying to tell exactly how much time took us to sell, let's say, those kind of shoes, Brooks or another Birkenstock shoes, Prada shoes. I thought that if I'm gonna put Prada on market, they're gonna go like that. Not at all. We were waiting for Prada shoes the last time, those heels.
1 month or 2.
2 months, minimum 2 months. I said, they should go. We wanted probably more money, but again, we paid $30 for those shoes. Some of them, Prada. So yeah, now it's a time to start watching some videos from another YouTubers. But again, those huge channels, I know that they're always gonna be on the top of the search. Whatever you're gonna put there, they're gonna be there. Just because they have so many subscribers, just because they just there for forever now, and that's what it is. But a lot of those people, they're making money from YouTube. They're making tons of money from YouTube. I mean, tons of money. I'm not jealous. I'm just saying that they producing videos like all the time because that's gonna bring them money. So a lot of times, and what I find out that a lot of times those advices are just so bad. I mean, really bad. Like last time from one guy was like, don't worry about the picture. What kind of picture you're gonna do? Just put a item and just sell. Just doesn't matter what kind of picture you're gonna put. Just do pictures and post the item. Really? Doesn't matter what kind of picture you're gonna do? This is terrible advice. And this guy, I learned from him like long time ago, 3 years ago, how to do proper picture. So 3 years ago you said white background and all this, and now you're telling doesn't matter what kind of picture you're gonna do, just do it. That's bad advice.
I hate the white background.
You hate? Oh, look, when we start reselling,
I cannot get it to work for my. I mean, maybe because our setup is based on how eBay used to be.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm a little stubborn to change?
I was too.
At
I
some
have flowers like in the
I didn't mess with the flowers, that's for sure. No.
princess, princess world. We have flowers. We have tiles.
Mannequins. Yeah.
We
No
used to
furry
have
like
mannequin.
that over here.
We used to have mannequin with the hair, real head. And then when I looked at picture last time, I was sharing on a Poshmark. By the way, I hate sharing on Poshmark. So when I go, I share the items, right? So I see nice background, white background. I go, and then like zombie from nowhere, that picture with the mannequin, it looked like zombie completely. I said, no, of course that's why we're not selling, because we have a mannequin with the hair and it looks like zombie. So who wants stuff like that? So look, we used to have in the beginning, because there was advices from people, of course. We used to have background shoes, different, but since we start put white background, unbelievable. So I don't know, maybe from Google, maybe from who knows where, but much quicker. We're selling much quicker clothing and shoes.
Now, how many you did mention that you sell also on Poshmark? How many sites do you sell on right now?
So we are selling eBay, Poshmark, Mercari.
Now, which one do you get your most sales on?
Now, surprise, surprise, Poshmark.
Do you really? I gave up on Poshmark probably
I
about a year ago.
Look, I did video, I don't know when, but that video was like, probably people from Poshmark, they would nail me to the wall, because that video was Poshmark crazy sharing. We didn't have sales on Poshmark. We didn't have sales because there are girl on Poshmark and she's saying about how to sell on Poshmark, this and that. There's a lot of girls. So we were following those people, right? And nothing. And I was sharing, she was sharing, and I hated and said, what's wrong? How they can make a living? And then there was another couple, they said that they make like $40,000 on Poshmark last year, and they start selling courses and guideline and everything. I said, oh my gosh, that must be simple. So problem with Poshmark is if you have a Levi jeans, if you have a Tommy Hilfiger, if you have a Old Navy, Express, what else? Calvin Klein, stuff like that, forget about. Don't even go into the you're just gonna wait forever, and you're gonna have to share all the time and nothing happen, and then you're gonna get $15 offer. So it's terrible. But when we start putting better stuff like Lululemon, Citron, that's another brand, I loved it. Chanel, Burberry, then shoes, but again, you got to do research. $5,000 we did January, 5,500 January, February was
something similar.
Yeah, something similar. 5,000, 6,000 Poshmark, January, February. So not bad.
That's pretty good. Now, you live in Chicago, you said. Now, what would you think is your best what do I want to try to say? Attribute to living in that Chicago area? Is it due to a big city, or that you guys find some really good stuff? Have you thrifted outside of Chicago, other areas?
We range around 25 miles range, I would say, when we go for thrifting, something like that. And but you gotta learn. There is a lot of resellers here. When we go morning to the store, like everybody's waiting, and like everybody
Like
with the knife,
animals.
and you're gonna hit somebody. It's like crazy, for real. I'm not joking. It's like, oh my gosh! And they look at you. They pushing you. I said, why you crazy people? Yes. So there's a lot of resellers, but again, when they run into the store, they do not pay enough attention to the bottom shelves, to the rack, to the So I would say Of course, it's a big city. We are in big city, so that's great. Lot of competition here, so goodwill prices are okay. Not they do not rise too much because there are a lot of savers here, Salvation Army, and stuff is always coming to goodwill like crazy, right? Every single day because it's a Chicago. But again, we got a lot of resellers as well. The problem with those resellers, they see just money, they don't see first product. So first you got to see the product to then get money. So they just so hungry that they completely stupid. A lot. I'm not saying everybody. So I know that it's a lot of guys from Chicago here. I'm not saying that we are the smartest people. Definitely not. But maybe sometimes we pay more attention what is up there on the bottom shelves than somebody else. It could be. Plus, we as a couple, we help one each other. So, it's a little bit different because when we go to store, we just fly through the store and done. Next, done. And we go. And we have how we gonna hit which store when, what store when. That's pretty big deal because when some of those resellers where they go, those good one too, because I just hate some people when they're pretty good too as well, and they just go with the cars. Well, nothing today. I said, I don't know. because they were first.
Well, we have like in Boston, when we go into Boston, there's a Goodwill that's like in a really shitty area of town, and they have the Goodwill outlet on one side of it. That store is shady. Like you go in there, you feel like you need to be with a bulletproof vest and a knife and like a 45 or something. Like it's sketchy, that store, but I enjoy going to it because it's a huge store, and they put probably, I don't know, the lady told me like 10 to 15,000 items on that floor every day. So, you could probably source that store only if you went there. But the thing is, they put stuff out all day long, so you'd have to like camp out, get a camping tent, and just sit there, get a chair, and just wait for the new racks to come out.
That's what it is here in Chicago. They are Goodwill where they are resellers, and they in that store all day long. There's one Goodwill close to me, and there are like 5 resellers in that store all day long.
5?
All day long.
Last time was 15.
Or 15. Last time 15. Just sitting on the chairs, couch and everywhere, and they just waiting when the car's coming out. So yeah.
A lot of the ones that do it here, though, I notice, are a lot of foreign sellers. So, I mean, not foreign sellers. They're buying stuff, I believe, for the foreign market. Like they're buying things here and they're sending it back to Haiti or Dominican Republic or to Africa. I've met people like they send stuff back to other places. So their brands or what they look for are not always the same thing that we're looking for. I've seen them pass over like a Filson shirt, but then they pick up the J. Crew shirt because nobody wants a Filson shirt, I guess, maybe in Haiti, but they want that J. Crew.
Yeah. Every city is different, and I just hate the complaint because I just hate people when they complain. I just don't like that because that's not gonna help you move forward. Just complaining. So I just hate people when they're saying, "Oh, there is nothing here." So move somewhere where you're gonna find something. Just move, go. So what? Why worry? If you really enjoy what you're doing, but again, reselling, when we start with 70 cents, and actually that was pretty smart move. Now I find out because we built our store really quick because we were selling so many items that we have a lot of good 5-star review. Now we have a 4,000, I think, around 4,000 5-star reviews because those 70 cents items. So now when the people start coming to our store buying Prada shoes or different, expensive Chanel and stuff like that, when they see, oh, this guy, he got 5-star, 4,000 5-star reviews, so I'm not worried, and they're gonna buy from you, those items. They're not scared, they're not worried. So that's good. And 70 cents item help us to build that store. I mean, I'm talking 70 cents. This is when we purchased them, but we were selling them for $10, $15, $20, but 70 cents. And if somebody doesn't have enough inventory, you are more than welcome. Come here in Chicago if this is going to disappear, that virus, and we can go here. I'm going to tell you exactly where to go, and you're just going to go there, fill up. In one day, when we was buying those stuff, we purchased 350 items. In one day, 350 clothing. Oof.
Now, like, what is the most expensive item you've ever sold on eBay that you've gotten thrifted or yard selling or one, etc.?
What was the coffee maker, or was something else?
I think coffee maker. Yeah.
Coffee maker, and it was sold for around $1,000, but because it was broken, didn't work.
Even more for it, you're saying, if it was working.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and so when we start reselling, that was really nice, because we start. Imagine you go to casino to Las Vegas and you're gonna hit quarter and bomb $5,000, right? And you'll be hooked up, and then you're gonna end up probably as a homeless in Las Vegas because you're gonna lose everything. But that was something similar like that when we start reselling. First day or second day when I go to Goodwill, I'm not sure if I was full time already. I don't think so. So first, when I go to Goodwill, and there was a lot of resellers, I was waiting by the door, and everybody actually, but I wasn't in front, I was in the back, and everybody was like, "Oh, when they're gonna open? When they're gonna open?" Older guys and that. And I said, "What I'm gonna do here? They look like they know everything." Because they were talking about reselling and eBay and this. I was in the bag like, okay, and they just opened the door and they fly right to the electronic, and I said, I'm not gonna compete with those guys, they're crazy. So I just go behind them, and they go through the speakers. They grab, they were looking for, who knows, Bose speakers, and in the back on the shelf there was two white speakers. I don't know the brand now, but two white speakers. And I grabbed them because they were white. So I grabbed them just because they were white and everything was black. I grabbed those two speakers. I see, different hookups in the back, like really, really nice, connection. So that wasn't like just normal. And then I checked them on eBay, and boom, $350 each. So Alex, when she posted them for $350, after how much? 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes sold. So $700, and I pay for them $5 each. So that was great. And after 1 week or 2 weeks, I go to same Goodwill, and I go through where they have a coffee maker, and I see on the bottom there was coffee maker, and I see something made in Italy. I said, coffee maker made in Italy, that must be something. So I grab it, and again, a lot of resellers. And I look, and it looks like brand new, almost $30. It looks like new. So I grab it, and then I go to pay. And there was one guy who's big reseller here. I mean, he knows everything probably. That's how he sounds like, but probably no. And he saw me, and he said, "Oh, how much you pay?" I said $30. And he said, "Oh, you're gonna be lucky if you're gonna get your money back." Why are you talking like that? We are on same. I knew that I got something. I didn't have phone with me that day, or battery die or something, so I didn't check. But I see Italy, so I said, okay. So I got home, I check, and there was like $2,000, $1,800. I said, wow. So I plug in, I put the water, and didn't work. I said, shoot. It was working, making noise, everything, but the water didn't drop. But it was work. It sounds like it's working, but something's got to be adjusted. But it looks like brand new, like for real, like brand new. So maybe somebody's got as a present and never used, or was in a garage, or somebody dropped. I don't know, but doesn't have any sign of using. So I put on the market. I said, what I'm going to do. So we put for $800 or $1,000 sold. After, I think, 1 week, maybe?
Yeah.
1 week sold. So we were in the business only for short time and 2 good sales. So that's going to push you to move forward. So that's why I'm keep saying on my channel, watch who you're gonna watch, because if you're not gonna watch who you're watching, you're gonna be in trouble. Because if you're gonna buy Tony Bahama shirt and you're gonna wait forever and you're spending $5, $8 and nothing happen, no, you need in the beginning something what's gonna help you, move forward. The nice would be probably 70 cents item like we did, because for $8 you can buy a lot of them. So definitely gonna sell something for sure. It's just gonna take time. But if you're gonna have 100 items, so you pay $70 for 100 items, you're good. You're gonna make some sales for sure, and you're gonna learn. So you can jump into this kind of business. If you can buy for 70 cents 100 items, you're gonna make sales. That's gonna push you forward. This is what happened to us. So yeah, $1,000 item.
That's pretty cool. What's the most expensive pair of shoes you've sold?
Mm,
Dun, dun, dun.
Did we sold those?
no,
She said no.
Christina she's good. She's good at that.
Ooh, I think we sold one Prada for $300.
Yeah, around $300. Nothing crazy.
That's not bad.
Nike Cobb around $400.
How much?
What pair was around 400?
$400?
Yeah, I don't know which one was $300 or $400.
Oh, yeah?
Was one,
Cobb?
yeah.
Kobe,
That's cool.
basketball player.
Oh, I know what you're saying now. Kobe.
Yeah,
Kobe,
Kobe. Yeah,
yeah.
sorry. See,
I don't know.
Kobe Bryant.
Eastern Europe English.
No, I was like, oh, that's a pair of shoes I never.
Yeah. So $300, Prada $300, and we have a Montclair. I thought that they're gonna go much faster. Nothing, but the real, nothing yet. Nothing, right? I think we put probably high price. How much? 500.
No,
Less?
now I have $300.
Yeah, now it's a 300, but now it's a summer. Now people do not have money, so I don't know.
Who knows? You never know when things are gonna sell. That's for sure.
Yeah, but shoes are definitely. I would, if somebody's gonna start with the shoes, start with the Brooks definitely, because they're selling. Brooks, they are selling, and then other shoes, just be cherry picker. Don't just go with everything. And again, research. That's why we're putting videos on our channel, so people can start for real. Not because we are small, we are not huge, we're not making money from YouTube, we're making money from this. And if we're not gonna make money here, we're just not gonna make money. And I'm showing people everything. Sometimes I'm probably too real, real. So not everybody's like that.
It's the only way to be, though. It's the only way to be.
Yeah, that's the way. I don't want to be just too nice and telling people, oh, this is so nice and you're gonna love it, and it's so nice color and beautiful. And no, this is Lululemon. This is good to grab. Do not overpay. $30. Do not pay $30 for some jacket, but not like big jacket, small hoodie. Do not pay $30, because maybe you're gonna sell for $50, $60, but $30 be in. You're gonna have to wait to get sales, but you're gonna sell because this is fast selling. Just do not overpay, and otherwise, nice color, nice this. Forget about it. It's all about brands. If you do not have a lot of followers on your Instagram, on your YouTube, otherwise, it's just all about brands. Style, yeah. So you just need to really pay attention, and I'm real. I'm definitely real. If you know me probably for a while, and I know you longer than you know me. And Pete Craiglis Hunter, he told me that he subscribed to my channel in the beginning.
I subscribed to your channel before you had that video with Pete.
Yes. So, and he was probably 1 year or 6 months before that.
You had under 50 people when I subscribed to you.
Oh yeah, so probably same time.
Yeah. I don't know. You just happen to come up in my feed. There's like certain people that just come up in your feed, and you like them, because there's a lot of channels that are smaller that give off good information, or you may just like the vibe that they have or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, You know, I like this. I could watch these two because there's certain people I could watch, and I think I could watch them not make reselling videos and do other videos, do other things. And it's like, oh, I could watch them.
Yeah, did you see? I just put today video about us, what we're doing during the day. Did you see it? Did you see the beginning?
I'm like,
because this is exactly what you just said. This is
video,
exactly
like,
what,
behind.
yeah, this is just exactly what you said, watching people do another thing. Because in the beginning of the video, I put like, Alex, she's sleeping, and when she sleep, she doesn't wear shirt. But of course, I didn't show her body,
Don't
right?
tell.
Yeah.
I use some more views though. Just saying.
Now everybody know. I sleep late.
I just went to her channel right now. If the if people go down on this video, we know why.
Yeah. So and then she was laying in the bed, and then so I show her, right, and then boom, I put that, like it starts the video, and Alex, what? Look, we are here to help one each other, and we are here. I love you since beginning, and I do not right now. I do not watch probably very few people, very few, but I always like your videos, even when you talk, just talking, because I do shoes here, and I like how you're talking, because it's a reality, it's not BS. If something is very sweet, too sweet, that's BS. Definitely.
Sometimes I just talk to YouTube because I need to get things out of my system, and YouTube is that avenue that I just want to talk about whatever I want to talk about to get off. Because if I'm feeling a certain situation or a certain thing, I know others probably feel the same way.
Yep.
And it's kind of to make them say, hey, you're not alone. If I feel this way, maybe you do, and sometimes it picks you up. You're happy, or people may leave comments, and all of a sudden you realize you're not alone. You're other people are having the same issues you are.
Exactly. Look, it's pretty simple. There are people who are making on YouTube $10,000, right? I'm not saying that there's something's wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. And if they're gonna tell you, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. But you and me, we are not making on YouTube. We are making money if we're gonna go thrift. And how they can say, don't worry. There is no problem to be worried. Be worried. That's fine. We are human. So be worried. But then same time, you're going to have to start using your brain. How are we going to move through that? And to be able to do that, you have to connect with the same people, looking same channels, looking same, and see how they deal with that. Because those people with huge channels, they're making tons of money from YouTube or who knows from where, they are not in same shoes. And if those people, this is like Donald Trump is telling me, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. Yeah, it's easy for you. I'm not you. Hello, man. So it's a pretty much same, but in our reselling business, with those kind of people, they are different. They are different animal. I'm not saying there's something's wrong with them. They build the channels. They wasn't lazy like me, for example, right? Because I have a hard time to build my business. And like when we go through the summer, it was really, really hard for us go through the summer, and we wasn't able. I didn't have passion to do videos if the people didn't give a crap, and you really want to help them, because algorithms, YouTube is not gonna push you nowhere if you're not gonna have likes, if you're not gonna have comments on your video. It's nothing gonna happen. So if the people who subscribe to your channel, they didn't hit notification bell, they don't even know that you exist. You're not there. Because we have to survive, I didn't have passion to do more videos on YouTube because of that. Because I have to survive. My first thing, I just have to survive. And some of those people, they have a family who help them. I do not have a family here in the United States. Nobody, no cousins, no mother, nobody, no friends from our town, nobody. In Chicago, me and Alex, we are like wolf. Sometimes I feel that we are wolf because we do not have a friends here. And reselling business is very alone business. It is alone. You go for sourcing, you get home, you clean that shit. Sorry, you clean the shoes. You see, I meant shoes. You clean the shoes, you make the pictures, you posting, and then again and again, right? And then when you're gonna go out with your friends, you just not where they are. So it's nice to have people around you who are on same boat, resellers. So I'm more than happy. For example, for tonight, I'm really happy that I was able to talk to you like for real. And I bet you I'm gonna call you no matter what now.
No, people ask, where are you? Where are you from? They are liking the accent.
Oh, where I'm from? I was born in Slovakia, 40 miles from a Russian border, actually Ukraine border. But Ukraine used to be Russia before. And like Gary V, he keeps saying that he was born in Russia. Gary V, probably. Gary V, he keeps saying he was born in Russia. He knows, Russian communism and all this. I was born in Russia, communist country. I grew up in communist, and I know communist.
You
So
was not born in Russia.
I wasn't born in Russia, but I was born in Slovakia, and Slovakia belonged to Russia. That was like we were occupied by Russia army during the communist. So there were Russian soldiers around us. That beer is working. Russian soldiers around us. So that was completely different. So if Gary Vee is saying, "Oh, I know I was born in communist," you don't know nothing. I built my bicycle when I was 80 years old. I built my bicycle because that was the communist.
I would like what does that say? On the tip. What? I can't figure out what his name is. I need my glasses.
Do we have some people here?
The super chat and also Burgundy Sales for the super chats. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's not needed.
Thank you for super chat.
Another question I wanted to ask was, what is the one thing right now in your reselling business that you guys think you could work on to make it better? Is there anything?
Always. So, for example, what I know right now that I don't know. That's what I know. So always learning, and you can progress. And in our business, more you know, we're making a lot of sales. We're making pretty good sales. If that market was pretty okay, we sell like 10 shoes, 11 shoes a day. Pretty good. Not bad. And our profit, like clear profit after everything, it's $30. Clear after buying and shipping and everything, $30. So that wasn't bad. But there's still some shoes over there, for example, we never grab, and maybe they worth it. So we still have to learn on this. And then, are we gonna still selling only shoes? Who knows? I thought that I would never ever sell shoes. I thought that I would never ever wear, used shoes. Alex, she thought she never ever would wear used clothing.
Like, never.
And now she got full closet. Yesterday she threw again 3 or 4
and
garbage
now
bags.
I have 60 shoes.
So reselling is just put your head down. Don't be super smart. Like, oh, I know now. I know everything. No, you're never gonna know, and you're always gonna learn. But the very good thing is, this is your brain here. You don't need to buy any courses. That's gonna help you speed up probably process. But otherwise, this is how you start and learn. But maybe look, if you have more money come, then you can start buying from a Ross store, because I see a lot of YouTube videos buying from Ross. Yeah, that's nice, but buying shoes from Ross, it's a $50 shoes, and you're gonna sell them for maybe $100, $110, $150, and you still have to go through freaking whole thing. So it's a lot. So if you do not have enough capital, how you want to start buying from Ross? It's just, I bought some shoes because I was same thing. I watching those videos. So of course I go to Ross, and of course I bought some shoes from Marshall and Ross, and I spent $20 and sold shoes for $40. Nothing. Yeah, because of course if you're gonna buy for $50, you're gonna sell for $110. But again, it's a $50 in. If you're gonna buy for $10 shoes from Ross, probably you're gonna sell them for 35, maybe 40. Who knows? So it's a problem. So with the money comes maybe more opportunities and everything more. But right now we are same like everybody else. Maybe we have a little bit more knowledge because again, reselling, it's a knowledge. So that's what we're sharing with people, and that's what you're doing. Exactly same thing. You're sharing your knowledge. You're not selling. Do you have any course or guideline or something? You see?
I was joking around with my wife because this week I've made a few stock investments and I'm up like 33%.
Mm-hmm.
My wife said something to me and I said, "Yo, know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a guide." And I joked around. I said, "No, it's all luck."
Yeah, to me, it's nothing's wrong, people, to do that. It's just you don't need any guide. You don't need nothing, but you must be willing to learn and to spend time. I mean, a lot of time. And you need to watch who you're watching. I keep saying exactly same thing over and over because I start private label on Amazon, my private label product, and I was making, my sale was $1,200 a day on Amazon. That was in the summer. That was last year's summer. I'm not sure. So it wasn't bad at all. The problem was I listened to wrong people, and that product got kicked off from the Amazon after 10 days. I lost tons of money and no more. So private label, forget about. And if somebody wants to know about private label, they can ask me, and I'm gonna put them right away to right spot. Forget about. Retail arbitrage. I did retail arbitrage I don't know that software exactly. That's gonna go through the stores and gonna start looking for the products. And morning you woke up and you got a bunch of products. Which one makes sense? Which one don't? It's just crazy software. I was doing retail arbitrage. Problem? Tons of money, a lot of money. And then you have to still compete with the sellers on Amazon because they dropping price. You have to drop the price. So then you're like, oh my gosh, and credit cards is coming and $6,000 in the hole. Oof. What now? Alex, she know that time. Yeah, right? So terrible. So I'm keep saying, people, if you do not have a 20,000, but we should do another show maybe about that, about Amazon private label. That'd be nice. I was there, $1,200 a day. Boom, boom, boom. And we count and we said, oh, if this is gonna go down like that, we'd be millionaires. 6 months millionaires, for real. Yeah. Our product was hot, it goes, everything.
So happy 3 days.
No, more than 3 days. And then it was just trouble. But I can talk openly about products, about courses, about private label, whatever. Retail arbitrage is just no. You need a lot of money.
When we had our warehouse, we got a lot into Amazon because I was suspended on Amazon for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I got back, somebody helped me out, got me back on with, a letter and all this stuff. And because that was the letter they used to get back on. They were like, yo, you choose this letter and we'll change some stuff. And it worked. And a few other people have tried and they had no, they couldn't do it. And I got crazy into it. I was putting everything on my American Express card and then floating it for like 6 weeks.
Yep. And
we were doing okay at it, but I didn't love it. I didn't love going into Walmart. And at that time we were doing $10,000 to $12,000 a month on eBay. And then we were getting, some months we got up to like 10,000 on Amazon, or just under 10, like 9 or 8. I don't remember Amazon numbers as much as they do eBay, because eBay was what I loved. Amazon was just, oh, we're unsuspended now, let's do this. And then after a while it was like, it just wore off. Everything wore off. I didn't want to no part to do with it anymore. I was like, forget this.
Amazon, it's I understand that part, that this is free market. United States not a communist like where I used to grow up. But Amazon, look how many stores they have to go out of business because the Amazon. Amazon is so strong and is putting so many people in desperate, in out of work, that is not good. It's just not good. And I'm against the Amazon. And why? Because those reviews, they are fakes. How do I know? Because I was there. I know. Last time I was buying cable for just the cable for my phone, connect to the car, and I found one cable. It's for Apple, for my phone, and actually there was like $30 Apple original, and this one was only $10, something like that, and it's got 4,500 reviews on Amazon, 4,005 reviews, and almost 5 stars. I said, oh, that's good. So I bought it, right? It came home. I plugged right away. It didn't work. The noisy sounds wasn't proper. So what I did, I go to the Amazon and I check those reviews. From for what kind of reviews are those? And the reviews, first few reviews was like, that cream is just so good on my skin. Another, oh, my skin is so young. Another, again, some skin. So all those reviews they were for some kind of lotion. How it's possible they can move, reviews from lotion to cable for your Apple phone? Chinese.
Well, they're getting. I mean, I think they've stopped a lot of that stuff now, though.
Yeah, but that was like 1 month ago.
Oh, was it? Maybe they have. Maybe
So-
they. I forgot exactly what they did, but because I don't follow up on Amazon as much,
Mhm.
maybe last year our best month on Amazon was like $2,000. Like I barely mess with Amazon. It's whatever I find in a thrift store now, and most of it's like sealed games or puzzles,
Yeah.
or maybe some video game stuff. But
Yeah.
that's about it. Like if it ain't new and sealed, then I ain't messing with it really for Amazon.
Yeah, so because everything is a Chinese, it's a cheap knockoff. Those private label cheap knockoff, who knows what. So no, and Amazon, I don't like Amazon. I used to like but just only because it's fast shipping. That's all. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing. And no, it's a joke. eBay. The problem with eBay, they're on the market forever now. They should. How it's possible Amazon they build? I just don't understand that.
Well, Amazon was it's they don't have a lot of stuff gets swept under, gets caught up in things. It's kind of not the greatest.
Yes, and again, for example,
Third party selling is kind of hard. It's
how it's possible Poshmark sale, it's a $5,000, and eBay that month was 5 too.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Yeah, same thing. The price is exactly the same. And then when you're looking for your items on eBay, it's just not there. Where is it? In the search. And then next day it's there. And you're like, what is going on here? I called the eBay. Oh, we are sorry. We're checking your eBay store and everything is fine. Yes. Good to know. Yeah.
All right. If anybody else has any other questions, maybe in the chat, if you guys want to
Oh,
add.
we got 77 people. Hi, everybody. I completely forgot we got a chat because I don't see nothing here on my screen. There's nothing there. So now I see here.
Oh, you got to pull it up, I think.
No, I don't have any person. Oh, because
I
you know what?
I think only the main person sees the chat. I don't know why that is.
No, I was in private chat. Now I
Yeah.
see everybody.
Okay, I see what you mean.
You know why? I think that's the
That's the reason.
Oh boy.
Hi Max, eBay is better than Amazon. Definitely. For regular people, eBay is better. And start reselling and start actually go into the reselling business. discount anything. It's just much better, easier, definitely. The problem with us was when we start eBay, we start Amazon private label same time. That was big no.
No, a question here somebody has to ask was how many listings do you guys have on eBay, and do you guys use any software to list on the different platforms, or you guys go to each platform individually and list stuff?
Yeah. So Alex, how many items we have? No, how many? Okay, we start. How many we used to have?
We used to have
3,500.
Yeah, items.
Yeah.
Now we have 460.
400 only?
Yeah.
Should.
See, I like smaller inventory. I have like 600 items, and I do as much as when I had over 1,000 items or more sometimes.
We have more like.
Yeah. So but this is again research. So why we have only so many? Because it's a research. If you're in a store, if you're doing good research, you're not gonna have a lot of items because you're gonna keep selling because you have a good items. If you have less good items, of course you're gonna have 3,500 like we used to have, but that was cheap, like 70 cents, right? Or some electronic $5. So yeah, right now only 450, and for listing we using, what is it?
List perfectly.
List perfectly.
For listing on Poshmark and Mercari.
Yeah, that's doing Poshmark and Mercari same time.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I've heard others use that software. I have not. I've thought about looking into it once I get my maybe 50 items I have to list in the next few days, and then after that.
Yeah, you said that you're not selling on Mercari, correct?
I don't know. I don't like that website.
Why?
I don't know why I don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. I haven't figured out yet.
How much was our sale last month?
On Mercari?
Yeah.
Around 2,000 maybe.
Around $2,000 Mercari last month.
I may, if I use the software, I may check out the Mercari, but I've never. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people I know, like personally, have had bad.
How many returns we have from Mercari?
One. But we started only a few months on Mercari.
And we started on Mercari a few months ago because I was same like you. I heard from somebody who heard from somebody that Mercari is not good. And I did exactly the same thing. And somehow I was like, why are we not selling on Mercari? And Alex, I don't know. So let's do it. And for real. And we did. And the weird thing is, it was like we were able to post only 10 items, I think.
Yeah.
10.
First time.
Yeah, first time, only 10 items or something like that. And nothing was going on. And we said, you know what? Okay. So we post again. And then sale come and another sale. And somehow like they start recognize our store. So again, you starting from nothing. So feedback and all this beginning.
I think that's maybe the thing I have, trying to get over the fear of starting a new website, understanding, getting acclimated with it and everything like that. I think that's my biggest fear. Maybe I'll give it a try. I noticed they have been doing a lot of commercials on TV and stuff like that lately.
So your fear is beginning, like you're gonna be newbie, correct?
My fear is starting over. Starting over anything.
So imagine I would send you to Russia, to Moscow, and I'm gonna give you one bag, and you're gonna stay here and start working here.
I start stabbing people on the subway, robbing them.
And you're like, oh my gosh.
Give me your rubles.
Yeah, so yeah. And Poshmark is good. I do not hate now sharing so much. I still don't like it, but not like I used to hate. I mean hate, because we making sales and good sales and no returns like eBay return. Not too many returns, but you do have a returns. Just don't fit, doesn't fit.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like, doesn't fit. I don't like, doesn't fit. And
I
Poshmark,
don't like color.
yeah, it's not the color it's supposed to be. What the? And Poshmark, not how many? We don't have a lot of returns.
On Poshmark, maybe.
Besides those
year.
fake acts.
In year, 5 returns.
Now on eBay, do you guys get a lot of returns?
eBay,
Oh my god.
yeah. Not a lot, but how many monthly? Do you know? 4?
Now maybe 5, maybe more.
Yeah,
But with electronic,
around
that
5. Yeah,
was
around
crazy.
5.
Okay, so not really all that bad.
No. When
have-
we used to have a lot of electronic, freaking crazy electronic. That was
Lot
I just
returns,
hated
lot.
electronic.
I know on eBay I'm like at 4 or 5%. I get returns. I get returns on a lot of men's suits and sport coats. Like people just
Mm-hmm.
return them quite often. It drives me crazy. But they always sell again, so I'm not really worried about it.
And over $100 items, we do not accept return.
Yeah, over $100, I do not accept return.
That's good to know.
Somehow it's working. You know, they say, oh, I want a return. I said no.
I mean,
Because but only when she put over there that doesn't fit. Then
No, it's damaged. Only
yeah,
them.
or damage. Yeah, so then I have to accept, right? But otherwise, I don't like, and this no return. No.
yeah, people have returned stuff for some of the craziest reasons. I had somebody recently. This was a few years ago, but they said that their cat did not like the way the item looked on them. I was horrified by that comment. I was like,
And this is exactly why in the beginning I did this mannequin with the hair. I was like, oh my, what I was thinking. I was like, people, I was like, people, if they're gonna see mannequin with the hair, and wearing that kind of jackets, they can imagine themselves in that. Oh my god, what I was thinking. That looks like zombie.
I mean, I see a lot of people in the comments they're asking about like what would happen if the post office closed. Post office is not going to close. It's never going to close.
If they're gonna close, everything's gonna go, everything done. This is it.
It will never close. I mean, it's never closed in all 235
Yeah.
years of America. I mean, or no, it's more than
No,
that.
they're not gonna close. Maybe what they can do, mails, maybe you're gonna have to pick up from the post office, maybe by the window. It could,
Well, they will close maybe the lobbies, and you leave your packages. You have to call people to pick it up or anything like that. But post office is not going to close, FedEx, because too many people rely on it, and
yes.
especially Amazon. It's too much. Amazon they couldn't do anything. They don't have their own mail service set up yet. And then people are talking about a recession. I mean, maybe depending on how long this craziness goes into, who knows? But we can't predict on something that's there's no fear mongering. Just settle down, relax. Let's go day by day.
Look, it's gonna get worse. Yes, because why? Because in Italy, in Europe, it's much worse, and it's exactly same thing what is here. Like nobody give a crap about. Everybody's going outside. Nobody has a mask. No, nothing. In Europe, they do have a mask. They do use sanitizer, and they still have a lot of problems. So I think maybe New York is gonna close completely, like shut down New York, and it's gonna be like one big hospital. It's a very possible, because I used to live in New York for 5 years in Brooklyn, and New York, so easy to spread when you go through the subway system and underground and everything. It's just crazy. There is so many people, so I just cannot imagine how many people they spread virus over there. It just must be crazy. So it must be worse than Italy.
We're worse than Italy right now. America. We passed China even with
It's gonna get much worse in a few weeks, 3 weeks, I would say, until it's gonna be flat, maybe. Then people gonna start dying, of course. And then, but what we can do now, that's even better question. What you can do now, right? Besides sanitizing, and not going out too much, just boost your immune system, your immunity, because that's the only what you can do to fight something. It's to boost your immunity. That's for sure. You know, if your immunity is gonna be $48. What is it? Nike Air Max Oreo. I don't know. This sounds like cookies. So
It's color.
huh?
It's color.
Yeah. So just boost your immune system and try not suppress your immune system. So more sugar, you're gonna suppress your immune system. Sugar makes you, more vulnerable again, towards the virus. Sugar is just not good. Very bad.
I want to thank Ken earlier for the super chat. Also, I forgot about mentioning you on that. Anyway, I have to call my wife in a few minutes. So, is there any? I know if you guys remember, also down below in the comments of this video or in the description, there is a link to their channel, so you can subscribe to them, watch some of their videos, give them a chance, and say hello. But anyway, is there any last words that you would like to? Maybe a point you want to hit on or anything, or any way to end this, and maybe give out other ways that they can follow you, any other sites or anything like that.
I would say last words. First of all, stay positive. This is gonna disappear. One day we're gonna wake up and it's gonna be again normal. So definitely pray. This is all what we can do. Stay healthy, and something else. Watch who you're gonna watch, because if you're not gonna watch who you're watching, you're gonna be in big trouble. Yep.
Alex, any last words from you? We haven't really heard from you too much tonight.
Oh.
You let Max talk
It's
too
not
much.
best.
You can say in your own.
Only stay healthy and stay safe in this time.
Nice. Better than me. Definitely better than me.
I want to thank you all for coming by and stopping by tonight and saying hello. And that's it. See you guys later. Have a
Thank you.
good night. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank
Bye.
you, guys.
Stay safe.
Bye.